Wow, that's very high latency, if you ask me. Anyway, hi. Hello, greetings, programs. Ow. Actually, I gotta. My own sanity, I must. Loudest chair in existence. Alright. Hopefully we can actually get something today before I willingly pass out. And by willingly pass out, I mean full-blown meltdown. Anyway. That's the goal. This one, I'm just... Full pieces like this and just save them separately. These guys are cute. They deserve some recognition for their adorableness. At least a little bit. Excuse? Oh. Register, please. Okay. I don't know why some programs just change their settings when you're not looking. And I absolutely hate how it doesn't work exactly the same each time I boot it up and try to use it, even though I changed nothing. Not sure what pen style I should, guys. Like, if I should use. A regular pen. Almost identical, but the pixel one. Or the, it's called a G pen. These says I'll use pen. Beauties. What the hell? Why not? Actually gonna draw him. Because despite Rose penchant for looking like a butch lesbian, he in fact is not. I was this close to, I was this going mic off mode. Completely non-verbal. I just might, but I think it's, I feel this way. Tired. Whatnot. I can see I've drawn. Hello, HUD. Hi. Hey, is I even or like I took my allergy meds this morning, right? I don't remember. No, I did. It's just it's not feeling like it because my eyes are really bugging. I'll just add an extra right there. There we go. Why did I give this guy so all? God bless anyone who decides to draw him. Got all these scales. I hate myself. There we go. Pro tip to drawing my boy, what's his name? Kyle. Just draw him from the side view. That way you don't have to you don't have to replicate his scales on both sides. Oh, have I been I have been doing okay. My family is having a bit of a June baby birthday bash thing. Because it'll be my grandma's. We're celebrating my grandma's like 94th birthday tomorrow. We'll be celebrating her cousin's birthday, which is also in June. We'll be celebrating my brother, my older brother, my birthday, and my niece's birthday, which are all in June. So we just decided, you know what, let's just celebrate all the June birthdays at once. And they picked the second Friday of June, which, if you don't know, is Friday the 13th. So on Friday the 13th, I will be going to a birthday celebration. And just because we're going to celebrate my grandma's 94th, that does not mean I will not be dressing up in... Wait, hold on, I can talk. That doesn't mean I will be breaking tradition. I will be wearing all of my Jason Voorhees merch. As much as I can fit on one body. Yes. Got a dachshund like that. A snack? Over baby. It probably doesn't know either. That was my mom. Come to tell me that my uncle just found a snake in my grandma's basement. Sounds stressful about. I just hope they don't insist on singing that stupid happy birthday song. Because I genuinely hate that. I don't mind celebrating birthdays and whatnot. No, I wouldn't mind celebrating my birthday, but only if I got to celebrate it the way I actually wanted it to be celebrated, which is why birthdays as a child were always so stressful. Because there were certain expectations that you have to, like, fulfill on birthdays, and I'm like, it's my birthday. I want to be, you know, what I want to do for my birthday, I want to not have to worry about chores. I want to drink coffee. I want to watch movies and eat candy. That's all I want. That's all I want for my birthday. Maybe a cake if we're feeling up to it, but it has to be red velvet and no expectations. Gifts are okay, but just like, you don't have to like do the whole, oh, let's all sit around the table and open gifts and whatnot, so I have to force a, thanks guys, another sketchbook. What I always wanted. Anyway. Despite my aspirations of becoming a live stream YouTuber extraordinaire, I hate being the center of attention. Mostly because I have performance anxiety. Oh man, what does performance anxiety have to do with social interactions? Fucking everything. Everything. Every little damn thing. Especially in those kinds of situations when I just want to dissociate. Anyway. Hating people. Oh, weird when I want to do something simple and calm. Exactly. It's freaking exactly. What if I just, you know, for my birthday, we didn't, like, my actual birthday, we didn't do a damn thing. The only thing we did is I picked the movie. Which we just watched my favorite movie of all time, which is the extended edition of the second Aliens film. Cat in the litter box. Okay. That's the only thing extra we did. I guess his forehead would actually, well, his forehead would look kind of more like, because he's a raccoon rattlesnake, so forehead be. I've never drawn him from the side before. Help! Like, I don't get it, and maybe it's the extroverts. Maybe it's extroverts, because they have this expectation that when it's a holiday or something, that you have to go do something. Like, no, we don't. Life is busy enough. What if we just didn't have somewhere to be within a time limit and had a schedule? What if we just didn't have a schedule today? What if we just had fun, you know? And actually, you know, played cards or something. What if we just did that? But no, that doesn't, like, compute with an extrovert, because I always have to go do something. Because they're so needy. Extroverted neotypicals are so exhausting. Like, oh my god, you're alone for your birthday? That must feel so... That must be so sad. I'm having the time of my life. Anyway. So, since it's not just gonna be my, in air quote, my party, I think I can, you know, keep some of the attention off me, because it's mostly for my grandma, because she's 94 or something. Yeah, she's in her 90s, which is impressive, and she's still in really good health, relatively. It's mostly for her. They just decided, you know, let's just throw in all the June babies, because we totally didn't just forget about you guys until the holidays. You know, I sound like I'm salty, but I'm just making jokes. Because I'm the middle child. Blackberry peach crumble from... Ooh, okay. A blackberry peach crumble. Man, that's something. Ooh, you made me salivate. That sounds really good. My favorite cake used to be carrot cake. And I still like carrot cake. I don't know. If I'm gonna have cake for a celebration, it might as well be gluttonous, you know? Because we hardly ever have cake. So if this is gonna be like the few times a year that we actually chow down on a full cake, we might as well just go all out. I like red velvet. I know a lot of people shit on it. But when you make it properly, I love it. Now, unfortunately, most of the store-bought versions of red velvet is just cake batter with red dye. Which, no, that's not how you make it. Red velvet is chocolate with buttermilk and vinegar that activates, acidity within the chocolate and makes it super fluffy and velvety, that also activates a natural reddish pigment, and it brings it out in the cocoa powder. It's not bright red, obnoxiously red, but, you know, you don't need red dye when it does it naturally. I think I'm gonna... do I put them on different line art layers? For the sake of overlap, I will, but then I'll merge it down. Both red velvet and carrot are great. Oh yeah. I think I really liked the two because they both slap cream cheese frosting. Especially if you put raisins and almonds. Not almonds, what's the other ones? Walnuts in the carrot cake. Wow. Good shit. Red velvet, best, cream cheese, white chocolate, and raspberries. That is, woo, especially red velvet cheesecake. You take any cake flavor you like, now make it a cheesecake, and it's 1,000 times better. Like chocolate cake, make it cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake, best thing. Carrot cake. I've never had a carrot cheesecake, but I can imagine it's really good. You just put the cream cheese in the carrot cake. Any cake flavor you want, except maybe ice cream. I'm not sure how that would work with a cheesecake, but it seems like it would go. I'd enjoy it. Hell, I'd eat it. Cake is cake. I don't give a shit. Gimme. His hands, he's got little raccoon hands. Got paws. I can't tell personally if I'm more of a cake or pie person, because I've never said no to a cake. Like, there's very few cakes where I actually had to turn down. That's mostly because I had already eaten everything else. But, you know, pie is really good if you cook it right. I love pumpkin pie. I love apple pie. I love, especially Dutch apple pie. Woo! Cherry pie is really good. Yeah, I just like dessert, man. Now, cake or cookies? I don't know, man, because if you... Cake is really good for portioning, because you can just say, you have the one piece of cake, and that's it. With cookies, you're like, man, I could have this cookie, but there's also this type of cookie, so I can also have that. Ooh, but if I get these two cookies, and then a scoop of ice cream, I can make a sandwich with it, plus some fudge if we put that in there and crumble it on top of everything. And ooh, well, we can't forget some sprinkles. We gotta put that, you know, there's no end to it. With cookies, it kind of encourages more gluttony than a cake. At least in my opinion. It's a lot easier for things to get out of hand. Anyway, moral of the story, it's your damn birthday, do what you want, don't let people tell you otherwise. Unless you run the risk of hurting yourself or another, then maybe accept constructive criticism. You know? Alright, he's got hexagon. Wait. Got... 1, 2... He's got sextagons on his hands for whatever reason. I cannot see his markings whatsoever. Look at that. Like, the lines are there. I just can't frickin' Why'd I make his arms so dark? And then insist on giving him more detail. On top of it also being dark. Why do I do this to myself? Because I'm an artist and we deserve to suffer! Where's her? I did not sketch in his fur. Nope. I completely forgot. Oh well. Oops. There we go. Yes, the noises are necessary. Bob Rossi. God damn. There. In his rev sheet, I gave him a studded belt. Because why the fuck not? But for the sake of this piece, I think I might just skip that. Because why would I do that? If you ever, like, wonder if the artist... Like, if you see an artist style and you really like them, and then you wonder, like, what their mental health situation is like, just look at how much detail they add into their art, and then you'll know. Then you'll know. Hey, what arm does he... Ah, excuse me. What arm does he wear the, Oh, that's the right... Okay, okay, because he's actually facing that way. Why do I have the hiccups? Ugh. Why are hiccups so painful? Does anyone else have really painful hiccups? I really hate it. Because when you get the hiccups, people just start laughing at you. Because, that's so funny, you have the hiccups. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up, I'm in pain. I am literally choking on my own fluids right now. Quit laughing. But then they just start laughing at you even more because you're like, quit, it hurts, man, stop. They're like, oh, ha, 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 you're so funny. And you're like, I'm literally having a panic attack right now. Why are air quote normal people so mean? Oi! I forgot I had that alarm set. Excuse me. They hurt, you might need something that needs to get checked out. Yeah, well... I can't afford to go to the doctor, so we just thug it out. They're not, like, debilitatingly painful. It's just painful enough to where, like, if the hiccup is just right, it feels like my whole diaphragm is cramping. And that's the only way I can explain it. I feel the pain in my sternum, you know? And I know you mean well when you say I should get it checked out, and I don't mean to be sneaky. I know you mean well. But when people say, oh, you should probably get that checked out, it's like, oh yeah, sure, like, I just have thousands of dollars on hand to just drop on a doctor's appointment for them to just tell me everything's normal. I don't know what kind of fantasy land you come from where healthcare is free, but it... Okay. Jordan, okay. Yeah. America. Oh, by the way, hello, Groovy. Welcome to the stream. We bitch about anything and everything under the sun while drawing, cute furries. Now that I used to say I don't want to be a rant channel. It was like, oh, I'm not complaining all the time. But then I actually think about half the things we talk about on stream, and I'm sitting there like, man, we really do bitch a lot. I really do bitch a lot on stream. Huh. Maybe it's because I can't afford a therapist. Who needs therapy when you got Twitch Live? Twitch? What the fuck? YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch. That's why. When you got YouTube. If you didn't tell, that was sarcasm, alright? Therapy is very important. If you can go to therapy, go to therapy. If you're one of those people who think you don't need therapy, you need therapy more than anybody. Normal people don't think that they're normal. You know? It's a little weird, but it is fake still. Is my boy Kyle here is one of my own original species called a ringtail rattler. Which the concept of the ringtail rattler is you take any animal that has a striped tail and merge them with a rattlesnake, no matter where they are, and Kyle is a raccoon and a rattlesnake. If you want to make your own ringtail rattler, you go right ahead. I was gonna make them a closed or a semi-closed species to show that instead of just being a raccoon snake fusion to specifically be a ringtail rattler, they have like very specific scale markings, but I'm honestly, you know what? Go ahead. Y'all go right ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. Creativity is free. Sorry, therapy never worked out for you, man. That is kind of how it happens, though. Either therapy is what saves this person, or therapy is what makes them worse because the therapist they got was a shithead. Kind of like the... I've been thinking about this band a lot because I've been listening to them more. There's a band, a rock band here on YouTube called Citizen Soldier. They are, the best indie band, I think, currently on the platform. If you haven't heard of them, you should check them out. They're called Citizen Soldier. Currently, my favorite song from them is called Heavy. I will warn you, a lot of their songs are about trauma, therapy, and healing. Like emotional healing. Learning to carry your pain, but not let it destroy you. It's very good music. It's a very good message. But some of those songs, I will warn you, you will need a box of tissues and a hug. They will hurt. But that's how you know that you're healing. And anyway, I bring it up because his story, the lead singer, was, as a child, institutionalized for, like, depression or something. And while in the insane asylum, basically, he was very much mistreated by the doctors. So, to help cope with his pain, he became a therapist and a psychologist. And in discovering, it's like, I'm going to be who I needed to be. I'm going to be the person I needed as a child. And in doing so, he started writing these poems and songs. And then he just started a band. He's currently on tour. Not sure where exactly the tour is. I know they're selling tickets, like, everywhere. I unfortunately can't go, but I wouldn't see his rattle because he's relaxed, so his scale would be down. Damn. Also, hello, Waffles. I do see you. Not all doom and gloom with their channel, though. They have a song called You Are Enough, and whew! If you ever need a song that is exactly what you needed to hear, there are two songs, You Are Enough and Burden. I wish you all the best of luck on becoming a therapist or a psychologist or whatever you want to do with your life, Groovy. It's funny, I thought about becoming a therapist at one point. It was just a fleeting thought, and I'm sitting there like, man, I'd be a shit therapist because I'd be the one crying, you know? So I compensate my desire to help people find connection and healing and community and whatnot by building a community online. Also really like Cinema Therapy. They're a really good channel. Oh, Dixie. What is a dog? No, we just see that bit. I'm gonna put Kelly on a different layer just so I can draw everything without it getting too confusing, too mixed up. There we go. You found the earbuds. That's good. Oi! Hang on, I gotta yell at this. Sorry. It's a cat. Well, we got 7 cats, but one of them I really don't want in my room because she bullies my cat. And I want my room and my office to kind of be her safe space. Well, the office safe space is kind of, that ship has sailed because the other kittens keep getting in here. Don't get me. The more I get left behind, 'cause I'm not kinda heavy. No one wants to carry. More that I speak my soul, the more that I feel let go. I'm the kind of heavy one wants to carry, eating out, biting on my tongue. Oh, that song is, oh, so good. Wait, her finger's actually bluer than that. I think currently, because I haven't heard all of them, but currently the one Citizen Soldier song that I can't listen to because it just, I don't know what it is, but something about it just really hits me. It's called I See You, as in I see you. But it's not a double meaning. It's I see you as an intensive care unit. But it also means I see you. As in I see you, you know? If you just need to cry, listen to that song. Because holy shit, if you can listen to that song and not cry, you need a hug. But also, if you listen to that song and cry, you also need a hug. You just need a hug, man. Everybody needs hugs. There was some sort of study like years ago that said the average human needs like a few hundred, like at least I don't remember the exact number, but it said like you need X amount of number of hugs per day just to survive emotionally, and I'm like, damn, really? People should start hugging more. Wonder, should I make it a rule for Kelly that her line art is always purple? Because I've always colored her line art. I wonder where they got the data. I think it's because, I don't even know if the study was real. It's just something my mom told me. I think it's because hugs release a certain amount of dopamine and serotonin and the close proximity that a hug brings, you know, the emotional and chemical reaction to a hug is beneficial for your health. So if you don't have that, I don't know. I don't know what the data was either, but just a nice thought. I think what they did is they just had people do brain scans before and after hugs, see if there was like a physical or chemical change. Compared lifestyles of like people who get more hugs compared to people who don't hug. I don't know. I think it was just one of those things where instead of just saying, hey, you need dopamine to live, they just said, get more hugs. Because if you just say people need more dopamine, they're like, alright, pass the needle. But that's not what they meant at all. To show how much 48 hours or whatever can change a person. Like last stream, I was talking about how I couldn't get that damn "Ain't Nothing Like a Funky Beat" song stuck, out of my head. But now it's like, guys, listen to this not quite emo because it's actual trauma band while I'm on the verge of crying the whole time. You know? Happy Pride Month, guys. Nothing says trauma. Nothing says Pride Month like trauma. Hallelujah. Holy shit. Where's the Tylenol? Her eyes look a little weird, but compared to her ref, they are a little small. And then she's partly closing them because she's concerned, but... Alright, for the sake of her face, I guess. We can decide really big. Okay, I can try to make them a little bit bigger. Just to be more proportionate to her, cutesy face. Eh, good enough. We were just talking about cake earlier, man. What got us on this topic? Oh yeah, healthcare. The most depressing subject. And for years, people had wondered about what they would do if they had a time machine. Be like, oh, if I had a time machine, maybe I'd stop the Kennedy assassination. Or if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and do whatever with your younger self. Or I'd stop this tragic thing from happening. It was like, you know what? I'd go back in time and plant the idea that politics is of the devil. I'd tell the early humans, hey, you know this thing, that government that you're starting to develop? Yeah, don't. I'd stop the Athenians. I don't believe really in evolution, but that'd be really fun. I'd just push that little sea monster just back into the ocean and say, don't come up here. You don't want to be up here. You know what? I think I will make it a rule for her. Her line art has to be purple. I gotta remember. Chat, remind me to add that to her ArtFight character permissions. Because if I don't, someone's not gonna do it and then she's gonna look weird. Also, chat, remind me to schedule tomorrow's video. I'll probably remember by myself, but just so you guys know, it's a thing. Like a complete and total idiot. This week's video has nothing to do with Friday the 13th, despite being my favorite, slasher film series. Shit. Totally forgot about it, so I'll probably have to put I'll make a community post or something. If I remember, we're gonna be a little bit... I mean, we don't have to leave here tomorrow until, like, 12. So... maybe I'll remember. But we also, you know, gotta grab everything.
That's not the right thing to do!
Clicked the wrong button and deleted that ref sheet. There we go. Okay, now this means we'll have to... there, now every bit of her is purple. Her line art layer below his, so there's no weird overlap. Fill in some... oh, right, she had like a cotton swab thing. There we go. It's not purple, because it's not part of her clothes. And we merge them down. She's pink. No, I'm just gonna pull up his... both their ref sheets. Hey, Backrooms! I am... that's not the right folder. House guest. File. Her base color is pink. Is technically purple, but it's... nope. I had just decided that was a bad idea, so we're gonna do her layer of coloring first, and then we'll do his on top. Oh, legs, tail, what am I doing? That's a... oh. That's... that... Shirt doesn't go down that. But that's her. Okay. I'm gonna do her eyes first. He has the chroma of hetero. Wait, is that the same color? Is okay. That is a weird thing to ask out the gate, Zade. But to answer your question, no. I don't know why I decided for this, for Doom's Children, why I gave every character, like, 3 eye colors. I don't know why I decided to do that to myself, but, hey, we'll just have to file a complaint with past me. Or could I? A cool idea. If I put it in her character permissions that she must have colored, you know, purple line art, then people could mark their attack as colored line art, so they get a little extra. I mean, technically it wouldn't be, because there's no assumption that they started the art with black line art. It's just kind of assumed. So maybe that'd be abusing the system just a little bit. This color. Yeah, it is. Got a little. Not that we've out. Is everything fake? Ah! I got way too much anxiety and depression to be a bot. No bot could fake that. Can you imagine trying to design an AI that has, like, convincing depression? Did you know, you've seen those content farms that make the AI streamers that are completely fake? Like, they're not real at all, yet they're like, alright guys, let's play the Minecraft! Let's play Fortnite! I'm like, Jesus. And if you want to actually trick people into believing that's a real person, you gotta give them burnout every once in a while. You gotta program the existential dread of not meaning anything, and that they're all just gonna die one day. So you gotta program that into them. But since they're a robot, they'll take the only logical conclusion given those parameters, and they'll just unplug themselves. The human superiority! We have coping mechanisms! These are all jokes, guys, of course. Don't take a bath with a toaster. That is detrimental to your health. Her wing base back there, so. Happy what? Does anyone else have, like, the... I guess the mental disability to where if something is tilted slightly in, like, a ref sheet, they have to completely flip the canvas just so they can try to figure out which way the markings are moving. Because if I don't do that, I'm gonna be completely confused and I'll draw something backwards. But I think that has to do with a little bit of my dyslexia. I can tell my left from my right, but if someone's like usually facing one way in a ref sheet, and then I draw them facing the other way, I have to do so much mental gymnastics in order to have it be facing the right way. It is so annoying. But, hey. At least it's funny. I'll just put... No, I'll keep all the marks. I have to. That one. He's got, stripes. Well, stripes in air quotes. You see what I mean? Like, I barely shifted her hand to face the other way. And I have no idea how to draw her markings now. What the... Okay, there we go. There we go. Jeez, now I figured it out. I am just a teensy, tiny bit intellectually impaired. She has digigrade legs. Well, we can't see it from that angle, so it's okay. I just remembered she had digigrade legs. God damn it. Oh well. Alright, now the pink. No, the purple. Put that. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. Thank God I didn't glitter any glitter anywhere to take distractive. Unfortunately, however, I put all the glitter on her dress. I mean, look at this. It's a cute dress, but at the same time, I gotta put all the detail. It's nothing. Sparkle dress. You just take the, you just take the sparkle brush and you'll be fine. No, it's... yeah, okay. Also this color, but then we gotta... this... that... that... bucket filter. There we go. And then, unclip that. What color sparkles are? White. Okay. Sparkle brush, white. Opacity. Yeah, there we go. Curtains. There we go. Cute little baby. And I'm gonna put the tile. Now we can color the board. Where did that come from? Suddenly, now, I got the, I'm thinking about the... what the fuck was that movie? The third live-action Ninja Turtles movie. The one where they go back in time to Japan. What sparked that? Why am I thinking about that damn movie? Oh well. I don't care what anybody says. That movie was funny. and again. 3 fucking colors in the eyes. Like I said, if you need any sort of evidence that your favorite artist hates themselves, but also it just shows that they love the craft. I mean, we all joke about hating ourselves, okay? It's all jokes at this point, but it's still kind of eh. Post white, this darker, which takes up the majority of his face. My dog wants out, so I will be AFK for just a bit. BRB. I'll have to go let him back in again. 5 minutes-ish, so... let's see how much we can get done in that amount of time. Probably just enough to do that. Add there. Oh, okay. That. Excuse me, it's actually that. Oh. Lightly born. Am I out of coffee? No. Oh well. Now we bring out the monster. Because I'm grossly addicted to caffeine. I just do the tail on a separate layer. No. Yeah. Yeah, the tail's on a separate layer. It's also a completely different color. Oh, then he's also white. White-ish. Here. Or... don't see. Alright then. This color on the stripes, is it? I noticed had a bit of green there. I don't have any set number of stripes for his tail, mostly because I just could not be bothered. So whatever you want to put in there for his, oh, it is supposed to be the same color. Ears and hair are the... There they are. That's the dogs. How long was that? ERB. Oh my. Back until they need to go outside again. Or until I decide to pull the blood on this party. I keep thinking I got like a bug crawling on me somewhere, but it's just my hair. Ugh. Because my hair is about the same length as it is on my avatar, and I did just touch up my colors. I have slightly more than I do in IRL. But that's just because I grabbed too much hair and I didn't bother sectioning it off. I just put it up in a ponytail and went, you know what, these are my bangs, right? Let's just color it all, because I don't have one of those hair dye brushes. I just didn't give a fuck. Color of his green did I use on his forearms? It is, okay. Let's just do it. I mean, granted, it is summer, so at any given point there could be a bug on me. This morning, man, I got the heebie-jeebies because I saw, I shit you guys not, the biggest fucking Black Widow spider I've seen in a long time. I shit you not. It was the size of a quarter. Like, just the body. The fucking thing was huge. And yes, I went crying to my dad and told him to kill it. He just walked in there and went, oh yeah, that is pretty big. Huh. Then he killed it. I am kind of like the heavy when it comes to that. So I fear no man, but that thing scares me. I fear no man, but that thing scares me. Yeah, it's only on. Got that stuff. Woo! Alright, we can breathe for a second. Done! Except his clothes, but you know, that's fine. Because he just got this, this. And he's not wearing his hat, so I don't have to worry about it. Ah. Pants. And I think belt. Just off black. Usually his pants and shirt have grapple over it, but I don't know. Maybe since Kelly's taking care of him in this, he finally put on a clean shirt, or she made him put on a clean shirt. Either way, it's fun. And we gotta make his blood pink, or we'll get in trouble. You guys, he just scuffed himself. Oh, it's no biggie. That one. Is that how you do the cutesy blush marks, or am I stupid? Is that how you do it? it'll just get smaller. There. Drop. And for the background, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I think I'll just do. There we go. There. I hear you. So the cats were messing with something. I could hear them doing it, causing mischief. Asked your question. Could you keep it? I'm not afraid. There.
Aren't they so cute?
Like that. So when it's transparent, background would look like that. On some websites like that. Either way, I think that's good. That's good. Should I need to be so zoomed in on his grundle? I need that still. Hmm. Oi! Oi! Stop it. So the cats are gonna be extra annoying today because Mom doesn't want them out in the yard because the birds, the babies are learning how to fly. And if they're on the ground for any amount of time, guess who's getting killed? As transparent beans. I can't. Of this because I forgot to save all of that. That entire time I forgot to save. So what we're just gonna do all that all over again, but with this pose. Alright. I need my monster. I have no idea what this drink is, but it sure tastes like green. It sure does taste like green. Do I even want to right now? I'm actually... Wait, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna work on something else, still pertaining to ArtFight. I'm gonna redraw Jackie's reference sheet, because he needs a new one. So I can just have something to draw instead of just coloring. I think his lashes might stay the same, but I'm not sure. I might have to... Eventually, I'm gonna draw him in like a full outfit lineup, just to show what kind of fashion he wears, because it's not just booty shorts and crop tops for this boyo. And yes, boy. He is not trans. He is not non-binary. He is not them. He just looks like that. You can just fuck right off. That's Jackie's personality. perfect in your head, then I tried drawing it completely, you went, yep. That's usually how it goes, Waffles. The only thing I'm going to actually change about his design is his do-rag. Instead of having it tie off at the side, I'm gonna have it back and I'm gonna give him more face floof. To match my other, not to really match my persona, but just to match the style of how I draw Anthro Rabbits now. His legs are gonna pretty much stay the same, maybe, since he's based on this little rabbit. Might give him some oof. And specifically, I will state it in his ref sheet so no one tries to fucking do it. No toe beans. No paw pads. He is a rabbit. Rabbits do not have toe beans. I'm sorry, furries. I don't care how cute you think little toe beans are. He doesn't have them because he's a fucking rabbit. I absolutely lose my mind every time I see a furry ref sheet for a rabbit and they have paw pads and toe beans. I'm just, that's not a rabbit. I think everything else about him I'll keep the same, or at least mostly the same. My Digigrade leg style has pretty much stayed this over the years. But the main thing the main thing I wanted to update about his ref is how much fluff he has on his face. The line art was a big one, because if you look at the line art on this one, his ears are not great looking, so I had to fix that. And, you know, just his clothes. I might change a bit of his patterning, but only to, like, blur it out instead of having sharp, solid lines. symbol. Oops. That over there. Just so I can better. Shorter stream this week, guys. I might not stream for much longer because, like, I ain't feeling too good. Star, I don't feel so good. I wonder if this isn't TOS for ArtFight, is it? Because I had someone else draw some art of Jackie flipping the bird, which was so in character. He's like, why don't you just go fuck yourself? That was on the wrong layer. Okay. I might mark his ref as inappropriate themes. I'll have to look what their TOS is, because I think rude hand gestures are fine as long as it's not explicit. I draw the back of his head as well. Damn it, I'm realizing Jackie needs a bigger ref sheet, because he's gonna need unless I just make multiple different No, because he's gonna need at least full body with some outfit, a full body showing his markings, and maybe like the back. He doesn't have anything special on his back. Unless I decide to give him a snake tattoo to reference his original design, because originally this character, Jackie, was an open species called like a cobra kit, and it was like a cobra and a fox. It was a really cool design, and I loved him very much. But for some reason, I decided to later change him into a rabbit because I thought it was funny. But his personality and overall, like his shtick didn't change between species. So he was always a dude that keeps getting misgendered. Because he is a commentary. He's my commentary on gender norms. He's not making a statement, that's just how he looks. Based on the way I drew him, his shoulders are broad. Oh, they're actually not that broad. I just slimmed down his legs. I nerfed his ass. That's fine, he can have a flat butt. We all gotta look out for each other, even them flat butt, plink booty bitches. Ass flatter than Montana. There we go. Still a very masculine figure, you know, broader shoulders, narrower hips. Because the thing is, I don't want him to explicitly look feminine. I just kind of want him to look, androgynous. But it's just certain people keep mistaking him as feminine because of the way he dresses. And because he's got luxurious eyelashes. And it's like, what? You assumed I'm a woman just based on my appearance? You're a fucking asshole. And then he punches you in the dick. I have to know I'd kick you. Then he'd kick you in the dick. Because he's a rabbit. Back legs ain't just for show. I have a different character. I'd punch you in the face and you would die. And her name is Thora, and she is a, a shrimpian, which is a shrimp dragon, open species. And I based her on a mantis shrimp, which isn't really a shrimp, but, you know, hush. She's beautiful. I love her. We bring up her rev sheet. Actually, she's also on ArtFight. God bless anyone who tries to draw this bitch. Oh, wait, I just master. Because holy shit color palette. Look at that. But she looks like she's a mantis shrimp. So she has all these colors. But I have Thora also flipping the bird. And I didn't. Did I mark her rev sheet? God, I don't remember. I might change her outfit because she's supposed to be wearing swimwear all the time because, you know, she's a saltwater animal. So I figured, you know, it'd be funny to put her in, like, suits, especially 50s pinup style bathing suits. Because Thora is one of those girlies. You can draw, in my permissions, you can draw her in, like, pinup-y art style. Just make sure she's, like, scowling or, you know, just not thrilled to be there. Because she's got anger issues. Funny, Jackie, despite appearances, he does not have anger issues. He's actually having a great time. It's just he's a bit of an ass. I love him. He's my... I gotta have characters that are angry to express my own repressed anger. So I make them unrepressed. Like Marcus said in Babylon 5, it's like, the monk said I had a lot of repressed anger. And now, I am no longer repressed. Ha 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 ha. I don't think her rev sheet an upgrade. Maybe just her bathing suit, her outfit, maybe. But I should, honestly, I should update all their rev sheets just because it's been, God, how many years since I've drawn them? I should honestly, if I'm gonna specifically say he's from Chad and like Central Africa, I should look up like the latest trends. Like what's the current fashion scene in Chad and Sudan, the Chad Sudan area. I should look into that. Aside from the political climate being up shit creek without a paddle, I should look up what the, like, the actual fashion sense is. Because he's from there, because he's from Chad specifically, because the Bunyoro rabbit, a pretty rare rabbit in Central Africa, is from that area. It's from, and I chose Chad specifically because he speaks French. Gotta pay attention to those things because the native language for Chad is French and something. I don't remember. It's not English. That was Sudan. Sudan is English, and And I also thought it'd be funny to say he's from Chad, so they can call him a Chad. You know, like the slang term, and he just doesn't get it. He's like, why is everyone laughing? And also, since he's French, and the French are notoriously assholes, it's like, I know you can understand English, man. Why are you refusing to speak it? And he's, je ne sais quoi, parlez-vous français? Like, I know you speak English, asshole! I don't hate the French, guys. I have a lot of French heritage. My great-grandfather... I think it's 2 great. No. 2 greats? Or 1 great? Anyway, one of the grandfathers of how many greats was from France. I unfortunately never got to meet him, but I heard stories. The thing with the French, they don't care what you say, as long as you say it properly. So I know he'll be correcting someone's grammar. Give him a little bit of a dainty. There you go. That's not how fingers work, but okay, I don't know. Okay, serious question, of which everyone has to answer. Do you guys flip off when you flip the bird? And I'm saying when, because if you're living in this modern world and you're not flipping people off, what are you doing? Anyway, do you flip people off like this? Or like this? Like, do you form a fist with just your middle finger up? Or do you, like, stick out the thumb? Because I feel like when you stick out the thumb, it's more dramatic. And me being an artist, it hurts less. Because if I try to do this, and my fingers hurt. It, like, hurts my hand a little bit. But when I do this, with, like, the thumb, it's just easier. It comes more naturally. So, thumb or no thumb when you're flipping the bird? But also, when you flip, you give the bird with thumb. Your pointer finger also sticks up a little bit. At least mine does. bad no matter. Am I seriously gonna spend the next... Am I seriously gonna spend the next 5 minutes trying to draw someone flipping the bird because the finger just isn't looking right? If you're gonna draw someone giving them the finger, you gotta make sure it looks at least passable. That just looks, I don't know what's wrong with it. Because I can't see it from that angle using my own hands as reference because I can't turn it that way. For some reason that just looks better. There we go. Excellent. They love you. Latin. I don't want to put them in shorts. Maybe I'll keep the short, like the booty, high-waisted booty shorts. Because it's really hard to make pants look good on Digidrade legs. That leg is thicker than this one. Fuck my leg. No shoes allowed. No, that looks... doesn't need any, he doesn't need a bra strap. We can just rock the, drop shoulder look. That. There we go. Even stream 2 hours. You can end it here. At least I feel like ending it. I feel like... Mostly because, it's just me today, so I need to go get myself some lunch, and I need a bathroom. And I feel like going nonverbal. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna stop it here. Hopefully next week I'll feel a little bit better, at least. I don't know. I feel like June has just been crawling by, but then again, it's also because this Friday, this party has been planned for like a month in advance, so I've just been like counting the days to this party, because it's like the only thing I get to look forward to. Then it just happened to fall on my favorite holiday. How am I gonna watch my movies? Hot take. Not hot take, really, but the second Friday the 13th is the best one ever made. I don't care what anybody says. The second one is objectively a good movie. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. I need to update all those rev sheets. I need to make I need to update Kelly's profile and her permissions. Say that. Make her line art purple. We need to do that. I need to check ArtFight. What's it called? I need to check ArtFight's TOS when it comes to rude gestures. I think it's okay because I've seen it around. As long as it's not like explicit content, like not safe for work, gore, and legit porn. They don't allow that on their website. Thank God. But I want to double check just in case they upgraded their TOS this year, because they've been upgrading a lot. And oh, schedule the video. The chapters are done. It just needs to be put up before the end of the day. And yeah, time I see you will be Tuesday, and hopefully I'll be in a better mood. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. And thank you so much for watching. We will meet again in the stars. Peace out. No gusto this outro. I'm sorry. No chutzpah. The chutzpah's all gone.